Hello, my name is Yvonne Stokes. I am a senior at Regent University. For the past 8 weeks, I've had the pleasure of taking Genie 402, where the professor is Professor Daniel Castellucci. I selected Mrs. Rosalind Thompson as a leader with more than 40 years of leadership experience to be my subject for this assignment. Mrs. Thompson is in charge of Basis Mid City Primary here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I decided to interview her because she is amazing and her leadership style aligns with mine. And I am in school to receive my degree in early childhood administration. I know that I'm called to the classroom to impact the lives of every student I come in contact with. And throughout this interview, I was able to view her drive as well. And it was then I realized that I had made the best decision and I would greatly benefit from her leadership abilities. I define Christian leadership as leading for God while serving those in the church, society, and the world. I believe that we must die daily. Our flesh must die daily. So, Christian leadership is essential to us reaching our full potential. 1 Timothy 4 and 12, Paul said, "Let no one look down on you. Rather, set an example for the believers in your speech, conduct, love, faith, and purity." I relate to the latter part of this verse because as leaders, we must exhibit both love and good speech wherever we go. What does Christian leadership entail? Being a Christian leader requires accepting responsibility for one's deeds and the willingness to stand out and serve as an example to others. We must not only be an example at work and at church, but in our everyday lives. Mrs. Thompson described her leadership style as servant leadership. She acknowledged that her goal is to meet the needs of her staff and teachers. Mrs. Thompson does this by fostering strong culture, securing commitment for future years, and giving team members a sense of voice and importance. She may be known as the head of school, but even during our meeting, I was able to see that she was approachable and reachable. There was never a command like, you figure it out or just do it. It was more like, let's look at this later and figure out a solution together. They've established a team environment, if you will. According to Kosis and Posner, we frequently say, seeing is believing. The more profound the fact is that seeing is a method of believing. Mrs. Thompson's dedication to the school is evident to me, so that seeing was believing. She could inspire the hearts of each student, faculty member, and even myself, which was another crucial moment during the interview. Working in education, whatever position, has a unique calling, which I think Mrs. Thompson has embraced. With the knowledge that no two people can be treated equally and the ambition to discover all of their abilities. Wow. She is in charge of 45 staff members and 450 students. Because she knows the importance of an environment and that teachers need her mentorship to be successful in the classroom, she encourages her instructors to move outside of their comfort zones and make the necessary transitions. Given the limited time we had together, I can say that this interview was successful. She showed me the importance of influence in leadership. A leader is not merely someone who delegates or gives orders. Instead, a leader can adapt to change and, like Jesus, look to God for strength and insight. These were the highlights of my interview with Mrs. Rosalind Thompson. I am so grateful that I had this opportunity. Thank you for listening.